name is Sal, and I'm the founder and CEO of Renforce, and we're a startup based out of Sydney, Australia, and we're a RegTech. Renforce is the one system solution for regulatory compliance. The challenge we're trying to solve today is that in Australia alone, we've paid over $2.2 billion since 2018 in regulatory compliance fines. Globally, that amount is over 10x. The average time to actually implement a obligation or a regulation into a organization is around 6 months, 6 to 12 months, with a $500,000 to a $1.2 million cost on average. And even today, globally, 95% of all regulations that we input are still written in a paper format, which then needs to get translated into digital workflows. And so Renforce brings together a new way to do this. We are a game-changing one-system solution for regulatory compliance, and Renforce was created with three key core things in mind. One of the first things is research. We created an ontology from scratch using research to separate primary, secondary, and localized regulations. We looked at simplifying the way we actually monitor and manage the entire regulatory compliance process, and ultimately we wanted the system to be next generation ready. And so we looked at how to use Renforce to remove remediations from the regulatory compliance process. The market opportunity and validation for us has been quite good so far. In terms of the overall size, it's a $37 billion market with a $1.5 billion initial market. The market validation we have received so far is one large POC with one of the largest insurers, with 13 demos happening at the same time. We have 50 insurance partners who has expressed a expression of interest to use the system. And in terms of the market, the actual verticals we work in, currently we are completely committed to financial services. The product itself is quite unique and on its own. It's a single regulatory ecosystem that brings together all compliance efforts and obligations in a single place. It brings together real-time data-driven traceability. It looks at how to actually move your current risk management into a digital, more breach-proof real-time risk management. And we're able to, because of that data-driven nature of the system, bring it all together into a data-driven reporting where we take out manual attestations out of the picture. The whole system sits on a native AI, and it's created in mind to have that AI step in at the 6-month mark with to provide predictions to the organization. Again, the ontology is quite straightforward. It's a primary, secondary, and internalized, where the primary is the global regulations, the secondary is is the more regional regulations, and internalized, it's more policies, etc., that the organization uses. And this is completely proprietary to Renforce. The existing tech stack is usable with Renforce, and we pull all the data into a lake, and then we align and stream it using implementation partners who then input the data into codified, code-ready obligations sitting in Renforce using an AI that we've built, and then you get real-time status for your organization. The business model is straightforward. We use a hybrid model where we license and SaaS at the same time, and so the base license gives you a certain amount of the system, and then you have the obligation modules which are created as you go, which you can subscribe to. All professional services are provided by our partners. The competitive landscape and advantage, as you can see, Renforce is one of a very unique system where it completely does the end-to-end of obligation management and data-driven compliance throughout the entire process, whereas any of our competitors such as risk registers, workflow systems, or ERPs don't usually are not able to usually do everything that Renforce does. Our go-to-market plan is quite a straightforward yet traditional but proven strategy. We're relying on a heavy account-based marketing approach to inform the customers of the product, followed by using our partner sales channels to distribute the product, hoping for SaaS growth. The long-term vision of Renforce is to bring together three core players in the industry, so our partners, providers, and regulators, to be able to distribute, publish, and manage obligations and regulations within a single ecosystem. Their team has a plethora of experience in terms of the background we come from. We have background of regulatory compliance and solution design in large financial services with well over tens of years of experience. And the ask today is that we're looking for expression of interest from investors who wish to participate in our round, and which will be performed as a seed round in a convertible note structure. For information specific to MENA and DIFC investors, please reach out to us through renforce.io/DIFC, and our contacts are on the screen. We'll be very keen to speak with you, and we're looking forward to creating more relationships through DIFC. Thank you.